This is the Afrozons show with your girl SheilaO, and this is How Far. Most of you know already how we roll here on the Afrozons show, the very first Afrobeat show to be nationally syndicated in the United States of America. Yes, yo, we made it. We made it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Africa to the world. And on this episode, okay, this artist needs no introduction with hits like Motown feeling, Mama, End of the Road, Four Seasons, It's So Hard to Say Goodbye, On Bended Knees. I could go on. Grammy Award winner, a household name, even in the motherland, okay, in the huge continent of Africa, a household name. On the
Yeah.
show, we have no other than SHAWN STOCKMAN from Boysiimen.
What's up, Sheila? What's popping?
I'm good. I'm good. It's good to see you. It's good to
Good to
see
see
you.
you too. Good to
Always,
see you.
always.
Yeah. Last time we saw each other was in Africa.
That's right. We were in Nigeria in December, and
That's
you,
right.
of course, had a fantastic show.
It was fun.
Fantastic.
It was a
Yes,
lot of fun. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Shout out
So,
to everybody in
Sean,
Nigeria.
thank you. Thank you so much. Much love back to you. So, tell us, how are you and the family doing at this time with COVID-19? How is it going in LA?
Well, my family's doing good.
Thank
We're
God.
all in the house like we should be. Homeschooling my daughter
Yes.
and basically just kind of just hanging out, man. Just getting food when I can and getting my black ass back in the house and just kind of wait until all of this stuff kind of subsides and we
Mhm.
find a cure at least, or some type of vaccine to protect the people. And that's pretty much it, man.
Okay, like I said earlier, it's truly an honor to have you on the Afrozone show with SheilaO and How Far. Congrats on your new solo album, Forward. I love the hat. I
Thank you.
see the rose. I see the
Thank you.
rose.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you
So
very
why
much.
a solo album, Sean? Why a solo album right now?
Because it was the right time.
Right.
The guys and I are in a really good space, career-wise. Things are good in our lives when it comes to what it is that we do and what we're known for doing. And
Hmm.
I felt like this was the perfect time. This was the perfect time to for people I believe could receive it
Right.
where there's no other distractions. Meaning, normally when you see an artist normally in a group, originally from a group, leaving to do a solo record, and for the record, I'm not leaving. I'm still in Boys to Men, guys.
Oh,
I
you
did not,
can't leave.
the
Oh
group is not
no.
broken up. No, 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 no.
Good.
I wouldn't do that. But
Yeah.
um, normally it's other circumstances. Oh, he did the money and good term like that. I wanted to do this album where none of those stereotypes applied, and I'm just doing this just for the creative, just to give an extension, a little branch to the Boys to Men tree that's already grown nice, big, and strong, and
Hmm.
just give people a different look. Just give Boys to Men fans and just music fans in general just a different look on R&B music, and just kind of contribute something good, to the culture.
Oh, that's beautiful. So this album Forward, like, did you create this album, during this pandemic, or was it something you already worked on before the lockdown, or was this how you spent your time during the lockdown? When was this
No,
born?
well, coincidentally, the release was around the pandemic, but
Oh, wow.
this album is pretty much it was done maybe about like 6, 7 months ago, and this was always in the plan, matter of just putting it, or setting a date. But yeah, I've been working on this album for about a year, and it
Mm.
was completed about 6 to 7 months, its conception. Whoops, sorry
Hmm.
about that. Hold on, lost you. Give me a second, and there
Okay,
I am.
there you are.
Um, okay, there, yeah. And so yeah, I've been working on this for a little bit, and
Mm.
we just decided that this was the right time. It was released April 10th, to the world, and so far so good. I haven't heard a bad comment about it yet. People that have received it, or rather listened to it, enjoy it for what it is, and that's all I wanted.
Beautiful. I love the song, All I Do. Love
Thank
it.
you.
So what
Thank you.
inspired that track? All I Do.
Um, that one in particular was a dedication to my wife, who
Oh, nice.
is pretty much have gone through a whole bunch of crap, with me and all this. So this is kind of like me paying homage and giving her just due, giving her flowers,
Beautiful.
the best way that I can with that song. And this is also one of those records that from what I've heard, people say this would be a great wedding song, a great engagement
Yes,
song, and
it is.
that type of thing. It's R&B, man. It's the love song, and that
their relationships in whatever stage they're in. So this was my way of giving people something that they can play for their significant others and do whatever they want with in the business.
Yes, yes. The first single was Feeling Something. What's the story behind that?
that was just a bop that me and my friend Tim Kelly created just in the studio. That was actually the first record we recorded, and it was just something
Fire.
that yeah. It like when it comes to writing music, like it's you kind of just I kind of let the music speak to me in a sense of what I should write to it. So when he played the track, that's what we felt, and that was pretty much how where it went. And yeah, that was just a bop that we wanted to make because we liked the beat so much. So we
Yes.
just kind of added some vocals to it to kind of give it some texture, and there it is.
No, no, that was fire. That was fire. What is it like, Sean, doing a solo project without the group? How do you
um
feel? Are there any challenges, or is it more
it's good and
freedom?
bad.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. It's bittersweet. Like it's cool because you're able to kind of express yourself. You envision certain songs to go, and you're able to do your thing the way that you want. And the con to that though is that it's just you,
Yeah.
and it's just you on stage. So the focus isn't on two other guys.
Mm.
That if you're off, or if you sing a wrong note, that you can kind of slide it to the guy to the right, and then all is forgotten. So there are challenges to doing stuff by yourself that that I was willing to face. Like I kind of understood the nature of doing solo songs and doing songs on my own, opposed to having the luxury, because it's a luxury to
Yes.
have to be in a group with two of some of the greatest singers in the world.
Yep.
So but I wanted to step out of that. I wanted to
Hmm.
challenge and test myself, and whatever comes out of it, I'm going to become a better performer and a better person.
Yes, you are. And we receive it, Sean. We receive it. We receive that album Forward because you put in everything into it.
Yes, ma'am.
You put in
Yes, ma'am.
everything into it, and you can tell from your vocals. I remember when I got the album from you, I sent it to 4 different PDs, where my show
Yeah.
is being syndicated. And it was
Dope.
like, whoa, is that Sean
Oh, that's what's
Stockman?
up.
Is that Sean
That's what's up.
Stockman? You know what I mean? So it's like
That's what's
it
up.
was a different version of you, Sean. I don't know.
Right.
I don't
Right.
know.
No, you hit it. You hit the nail on the head. It's like that. That's pretty much what it is, and that was what I envisioned. That's what I wanted,
Yeah.
to be able to show a different side, which is why the album's called Forward. It's kind of like an introduction to me as the individual in a group that
Yeah.
you might know. So it's me expressing myself in a way that many people might not have known I could express myself, and that's what it was about.
Beautiful. You're no stranger to Africa, okay? It's the motherland, it's where you're from, and they love you
Yep.
all there. What's the feeling you get whenever you tour Africa? How do you feel when you come home?
It's a
Because that's
different
coming
vibe.
back home, right, Sean?
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
How
absolutely.
do you feel?
It's a different energy, unlike any other country in the world or any other continent.
Mm.
It's you feel at home.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it's there isn't any culture shock
Yeah.
in a sense, or you
Yeah.
go somewhere else where the people look different and just things are just a little different. It's almost like it's what it is. It's you get to a place and they understand you and you understand them. Ain't much to really figure out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like we just in a different part of our
Yep.
hood.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
you kind of go in and people kind of see you. And it's all the energy that you would find in where I'm from in Philly or
Yep.
in Harlem or Chicago or whatever. Like it's the same energy. You got to walk a certain way.
Yep. Yes, you
Spots
do.
you got to know. So it's the same vibe. Yeah, you know what I mean. So and being so far away, and understanding, that they speak a different language. There are certain differences that
Yep.
are distinct, but it still bonds us when we see each other. We still give each other that same pound, that same dap, that same love, that same hug from the girls
Yep.
and all that. It's all good. It's all good when we go to Africa. It's a beautiful place.
Beautiful.
And
It is.
yeah. So we good, man. We good when we come to Africa.
Are you planning on doing any more solo projects? Will there be, and if you are, who would you be wanting to collaborate with?
I again, the reason why I named the album Foreword is it's exactly that. It's an introduction to a book.
Right.
And a book has many chapters and many pages. So
That's
to
right.
answer your question, yeah, I do look forward to doing more solo projects. I'm actually working on some music in my house, for up and coming projects too. So, but yeah, that's going to happen. And, I'm just riding this wave with the Foreword record, just trying to get it to as many spirits as possible, so people can vibe with it, and so when the next album comes out, they're more receptive to what it is I'm trying to say.
Yeah. And I'm also hoping that, Shawn, when you do decide to come up with the next album, you would incorporate the sounds coming out of Africa right now. The Afrobeat scene is huge, Shawn. Are there any Afrobeat artists that you know of, or you're feeling, or because this is how far, we want to know.
I'm digging it. It's hot, and it's funny because a friend of mine named Masego, who's an artist too, he gave me like a playlist, and one of my favorite. I know it's old, but I love DJ Tunes, Cause and Trouble.
Ooh, yes.
Like that's my joint. Like that's my joint. Like that is like
that
the
will
vocal
blow his
delivery
mind.
Yo, no, straight up. Like I've been listening to DJ Tunes a lot and just listening to a lot of his songs, but that's my favorite. Like that, and I know it was a popular record, and I'm a little late to the party, but I've been listening to that for like months now, and I've been kind of like, yo, this is the, like, it's a couple other artists that I like too. I just can't mention, but that DJ Tunes joint, like that's a joint that I mess with. So if DJ Tunes hear this, holla at your boy. We can put something together like ASAP. Like
we're gonna make this happen. He be calling me like, how far, Sheila? What's up? What did Shawn just
Real
say?
talk.
Yes, we're gonna make it work.
Listen, the beautiful thing about the industry now is that my man could probably send me a record.
Yep.
I record my record. Excuse me, that's the garbage. Like the pick is garbage Thursday today.
It's the new norm now, Stone. It's the new norm.
It's all good. But he can send me a joint today. I could do the vocals today, send it back to him today, and he can mix it today and then release it today. You know what I'm saying? So
yes.
Ain't nothing.
Yes. That's true. So, Shawn, you tell us on like a summary, what's next for you? I know you've talked about things that you could possibly do, but what's in the forefront right now? What's the plan right now? What's next for you, Shawn?
Well, the truth is we're trying to figure out what we can do. The United States is still on lockdown in a major way, especially when it comes to performers like us. It's like, it's going to be a while. It's going to be a long time before me and the guys are able to go and perform live in a group of people, like that we normally perform in front of. Like, so, it's literally just us doing certain things here and there, still being able to work but just do it different. We're figuring out ways to do that because the industry has been, taken aback, with all of this stuff, and even agencies and promotion companies. I'm sure you've been reading.
Zones, yes.
Yeah. AEG, like
AEG,
these dudes are freaking because a lot of they have a bunch of clients that's sitting in the crib.
Yeah. Yeah.
so they can't make no money either. So
some have been prepaid, Shawn.
Yeah, and they're asking for, some of them are asking for the money back.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
Well, okay.
So it's crazy right now. It's some different stuff. You know what I mean? So as far as what we normally do, our field and trade is performing in front of people. And personally, you know, even when I guess the reopening is official and everybody starts, I don't know how I'm going to feel about, you know, going on a plane to fly somewhere, to stay in some hotel, in a hotel room that I don't know if they fumigated it well, to then go to a venue with a bunch of people backstage, you know, on stage, the whole, like, me personally, I don't want to risk it because I have to go back home to my family. So until, and I'm sure I speak for a lot of other artists too.
Oh, so, yes, you do.
Yeah. So when, it's only when we feel, well, no, not feel, but when we know that they have an actual cure or some sort of vaccine for this virus. I don't think you're going to see us for a while.
For a hot minute.
Because like, it's, you know, you see the guy that we got in office, he ain't got it all together. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, yes. No, he doesn't.
He hasn't been talking right since this whole thing started. So it doesn't leave any comfort. It don't give us any comfort for me to risk my life and go out there just because he said so. Man, bump that.
No. He's been in denial, and we know that. You know, he's going to address his matters the way he should. So, yes, totally agree with you. We need you alive, Sean.
So to answer your question, we do want to go out. We do want to do tours. And we actually might, depending on how things develop, we were even thinking about doing some private gigs, you know, real small venues, maybe 10 shows in one spot or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, we were thinking about doing those types of things just to kind of get people back into the comfort of
slowly but gradually
going out, because it's a new normal now. The world's different. Like, you know, wearing masks now is going to be part of the accessory. You see girls with purses, shoes, and masks. That's just pretty much going to be
Gucci, LV, all up in the whole place.
Yeah, exactly.
Couture.
Gucci mask and Fendi mask, the whole. You know what I mean? Because you got to be safe, man. You got to be safe out there. And I urge everybody, all of our black folks out there, don't y'all be running out there acting like it's all good, because it's not. So my thing is, just be careful, wear a mask, wash your hands, practice social distancing, and just be responsible. That's it.
Beautiful. Sean, I really appreciate this time you spent with us on the Afrozons show. Thank you so much for that beautiful album, Foreword. We've embraced it. We will keep playing it, and we will keep showing you love. A good idea could be when next you guys on tour, maybe you have your own solo spot and you play some of the songs from Foreword.
Let's get it in. That's all I'm saying.
Let's get it in, right?
If the people want it, I don't mind giving it to them. I'm good with that.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much for coming on to the Afrozons show with Sheila and How Far. Appreciate you, fam.
Thank you, Sheila. Thank you.